All right, so it hasn't even been 24 hours since the NFL draft, and the Lions have already signed 7 new UDFA players. And I'm going to tell you who they are and give you my opinion on them. So the first UDFA player that they signed was Hunter Bryant, tight end out of Washington. Hunter Bryant is a 6'2", 239-pound tight end. Last year with Washington, he had 52 receptions for 825 yards and 3 touchdowns. A lot of people had him as a tight end 2 or 3, very high tight end. The reason he went undrafted, there weren't a lot of tight ends drafted. I could only think of one off the top of my head that I can remember being drafted, and that was Cole Kmet to the Bears. So the Lions got one of the top tight ends in this class in free agency UDFA, so I think this is a very good pickup. I don't think he's going to play a lot, but I think he's going to push Isaac Nada to be that tight end 3, that kind of receiving back, or receiving tight end, sorry. And yeah, I think this is a good pickup for the Lions. Tight end wasn't really a need, but if you can get one of the best tight ends in the class at UDFA, I mean, why not? All right, so the next player that we got was Aaron Suppose, punter out of Auburn. I think they're just bringing him in for competition. We lost Sam Martin in the offseason, so we need a new punter. I think they're just bringing him to compete, see what he can do. Maybe he'll make the team, maybe he won't, who knows. But that was one. I don't really have a strong opinion either way. I think if he can compete and if he can win the job, good. If not, I'm sure the Lions can find somebody else to be our punter. So the third player that we signed was Yellin Elliott, safety out of Notre Dame. Elliott was a captain for the Fighting Irish for I think at least last year and I think 2018. Elliott is a 6 foot, 210-pound safety. He had 49 tackles last year and 2 interceptions, but in 2018 he had 4 interceptions. So again, all of these are pretty much depth signings. But I really like Yellin Elliott. I think he can definitely come in and compete. And I think that he could earn a spot on the Detroit Lions 53-man roster when the season comes around. The next player we got was a fullback, Luke Sellers, out of North Dakota State University. Sellers is a 6'1", 245-pound fullback. Again, I think they're just bringing him in for competition with Nick Bawden. I don't think he'll make the team. I mean, yeah, I believe he only had 4 carries in college. But they're bringing in as many players as they can to push the current Lions to be the best, and if a UDFA player wins out, then we get better. So we also got a long snapper, Steven Wurtel, out of Iowa State. I mean, it's a long snapper. Dom Muehlbach's getting kind of old. I think he's been with us for 2 decades. He's one of the best long snappers ever, but he is old. He signed a 1-year contract. I'm glad Bob Quinn didn't draft a long snapper again. He did that I think his first year, and he didn't make the team, and it was a wasted draft pick. So just wait till UDFA one will be there. Just sign him, see what he can do for you. But again, just competition for Dom Muehlbach. I don't think he'll make the team. Dom Muehlbach is one of the best long snappers in the NFL, so I don't think that he'll win the job anytime soon. But who knows, maybe in the future. We also signed another defensive back, Jeremiah Denson out of Auburn. Denson is a 6 foot, 190-pound defensive back. Last year, he had 57 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, and a forced fumble and fumble recovery. So more depth at the defensive back position just for competition. And that's kind of how it is for the last defensive back that we pulled in was Bobby Printz out of Norfolk State. He is a big defensive back at 6'4", 205 pounds. In his career, he had 133 tackles and 7 interceptions. Once again, just competition, bringing him in, seeing who can win the job, who can win backups, pushing everybody to be the best that they can be. So those are the 7 guys that we brought in so far. If they bring in any more, I'll let you know tomorrow, probably later in the afternoon. But until then, until there's more Lions news, that's all I got for now. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like the video. Bye.